Hello, dear listener. Hello, my fellow ego. Welcome to this episode of the CU Alumni podcast. Before we listen to the conversation with our guest of the day, if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. This podcast is available on Apple, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, or any other place you get your podcasts. Then if you want to be a co-host or a guest, please reach out via DMs on social media or via email, podcast@thecualumni.com. And now, the conversation with our guest of the day. Hello, Judith, and you are welcome to the CU Alumni podcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for accepting the invite.
You're welcome.
How was your day now?
My day was fine. Lagos hustle and bustle. I mean, I had an experience this morning self due to this rain.
Give us now. What's the experience?
As in, okay, I followed my neighbor to work. My neighbor drives, so we went to work together. So at the point where she dropped me, it's not so far from my workplace, but because of the rain, I decided to just use a cab. So it would be like 800, 1K now. There's no point having to get drenched again. So that was how I took a cab from the point where my neighbor dropped me to my office. So just like a 10 minutes drive. And then when I got upstairs, I opened my umbrella. I was trying to clean up and everything. I just saw someone coming to look for me. Where's Judith's office? Here's your purse. And I'm like, I forgot my purse on the seat. And the driver drove back to come and give it to the security man to give to me. Like, I was just really surprised. And there was
this
like
Kabu
10K inside. No, both. Because I mean, he could have said anything and I don't have any way to trace it.
Yes.
So,
no evidence.
I was really surprised. I was happy that people like that still exist because he had already gone. He came back to drop my wallet for me. My ATM card, cash, everything was intact.
ID card.
Everything.
Man, I can't say. You just be confused like that.
Where do I even want to start from?
Where? In fact, you don't even think it's driving. You think that maybe Torrent was coming down. It fell inside water.
In fact, I just started my day on a good note after that.
There's some hope for Nigeria if they are still doing that.
I know, right?
Because I've lost majority of my hope. But we move. We move.
Yeah.
So now our listener is wondering whose voice is this. They would like to know who they are listening to.
Okay.
There you get, your name, course you studied, your graduation year.
Okay.
Now they know you're in Lagos.
Yes.
Then what? Then what do you do?
Okay.
Then any other thing you want to add on top?
Okay. So I'll start with my name. My name is Judith Atabo. I finished from CU in the year 2016, Prestige Set. I studied industrial chemistry.
Right.
I currently work in an oil and gas company on the island. I work as a sales/business development executive. So and on the side, I bake. I have an Instagram page, Baked by June.
Okay.
So
what do you bake? What usually normal cake or birthday
cakes, cupcakes.
No brownies.
Nah, I don't do brownies. I don't do small chops. I don't even do cookies at all. Like I just do birthday cakes. Cupcakes.
Why no cookies? It's too stressful.
I used to do everything before, but it was a lot. I wanted to focus, and I realized that the birthday cakes, birthday cake in quotes, is the cash cow for me.
Yeah, so
looking at it from a margin point of view.
Yeah.
What?
I say every day is somebody's birthday.
Yeah, but those cookies and brownies, I can make them on special requests, definitely. special request. I can do meat pies if you want, or what's it called? Banana bread and stuff like that on
Yeah.
request. But my major product on Baked by June, birthday cakes, cupcakes, all kind of celebration cakes. Yeah. So that's my
side
side.
also.
Exactly.
Hopefully it's become the real also now.
Yes, we are working on building.
It's necessary because to sit down on this 9 to 5, man. It is not.
It's a long thing.
Now, even myself, I did on 9 to 5. See, Alumni is my side also.
Abi. Apart from that, that's one other thing that takes me outside of the job. I mean, apart from other activities I engage in, but I just feel like everyone should have that thing outside of their day job. I mean, some people have their interests, their talents as their major work. Some don't do 9 to 5 and it works for them. But me, kind of person I am, I like to get involved in so many things, like activities. I like that.
Nice. So before we go back in time, your business development work, does it take you outside? You are strictly in the office? Because I know business developers, they usually do a lot of networking kind of stuff.
Yes, I do a lot of networking. I do a lot of marketing visits. I do a lot of site visits, related to the knowledge we need to develop that aspect of the business. So yes.
Even with this COVID, now they do virtual.
You mask up now. Virtual. Okay, yeah, phone calls. I interact a lot with stakeholders, so phone calls. But mask up for COVID or not, we can't stay inside.
I'm gonna keep person.
To make the money, you have to go outside.
Yes, so
enter the streets. How many people are okay? Some people, do you know, like, it's amazing. Some people are still working from home.
Yes, now.
Like till now, God, as in, I envy them.
I'll tell you, I'm really jealous of them because
you still working from home.
From bed to the table, you just wear shirt and boxers and form your corporate leaders.
And at the end of the month, you get paid. Some even get like large amounts of data to work from home.
Exactly. The company will cover the data cost. So now you go and do your power issue. That's all.
Oh wow.
So let's go back in time.
Okay.
We want to know what Judith was like back in the day.
Okay.
The Judith that came in 100 level was not the same person that graduated.
Yes.
So take us on that journey from 100 level, 200 level, 300 level to final year.
Okay.
From that registration point, how you came in, what CU was like what you thought CU was like, and what you discovered CU was in actuality when you came in. That kind of thing.
Okay. The Judith that came in on registration day first of all, my intention was not to go to see you. I kept asking myself, you mean I'm going to be without this phone? Like, I won't be with my phone in uni. I won't wear jeans. I won't go out. Nah. I told my mommy, I'm not doing this. It was a struggle. Like, I legit got admission into Unilag.
Okay,
no, I did not get admission. I passed post-UME. I did everything. But the issue was I was supposed to do physics in JAM beside of mathematics. So there was a lot of talking to people. Please help. For some reason, Unilag was not just working out. And then you're like, okay, I had to wait a year at home. And then going to see you, man. I was just like, God, how am I going to do this? I couldn't imagine this university I've been looking forward to, that I've been seeing in movies, that I will go out with my friends, I will be away from home, I will stay off campus, I will not go home. Here I was coming to be locked up, and then
Chai.
My parents will now be coming to see me, bringing things for me. It was so sad. But after I stayed a year at home, I just realized that okay, let's just do this. I mean, 4 years, I'll be done. It can't be that bad. And trust me, I heard stories, man. My friends were even telling me, they're going to see you. Hey, I don't know what you are going to turn to, man. Unilag, we're going to have fun. I don't know. I lost friends that period because they were like, why would we go to see you? To go and do what? So you will know. I was having mixed feelings, man. And then, yes, glorified secondary school. I think that name is never going to phase out.
No, I'm telling you.
Even in the workplace till today, they still say it. And I'm like, you guys are beg rest. So, on the other hand, I was getting some good, what's it called, expectations from another set of people. And then my cousins that were in CU at the time, telling me, Skonat is a good school. I mean, no strike. You finish, you have fun. It's cool. I mean, there are restrictions, boy. They are cool people. I was like, okay. Let me just come and see for myself. I kept an open mind for some reason because I usually don't keep an open mind to things. Like, I go with pre-expectations. Like, this is what I'm expecting. I cannot. For some reason, I just had this open mind entering CU. And then, my first day, strange to me, corporately dressed. I was doing registration with my flat shoes, my blouse tucked into my skirt. The first thing I noticed was the students looked really good. Like, they looked really good. I was like, this is not what I saw in other schools. When I was doing my one around in Unilag then, it was different. It was a different environment. It was just really organized and it made sense. So the
dresses did the selling.
Sorry?
The dress code did the selling to you. I mean
say it's the dress code though. I would say the dress code was strange to me because I was thinking about how I'm going to be wearing corporate dresses every day. It was the kind of
wearing pants, trousers.
You understand? It was really strange to me. I think, did I mistakenly come with jeans? I can't remember. I think I did, and I sent it back home. Then,
did they search your luggage and all that?
Yeah, they did do. They did.
Right.
So it was just the caliber of people I saw. They looked really cool, and I think the registration day there were no classes, so it was only people doing registration that were corporately dressed. But when I got towards CAF and halls of residence area, they were not looking corporate. So I was just seeing like really cool kids around and stuff.
Your mind now calm down small.
I said okay.
At all.
And then my 100 level meeting my roommates at the time. Then we're still doing everybody in the room doing the same course. So my roommates were cool at the time. Shout out to Peace Edomaruse if you're listening to this. Shout out to Bisola, Mustafa, Ebube, Chukuma, Chidiogo. No, Chidiogo left to just be my roommate too.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was Then coming to classes, going to chapel, I had issues adjusting to how the porters were always on about your skirt must be a certain way. The issue of waking up on Sunday morning and Thursdays. Okay, 100 level was every Tuesday. It was, I don't know. I had issues adjusting. It wasn't difficult, but I had issues adjusting because it wasn't the norm. I mean, waking up to a loudspeaker playing music and all, like, the university I wanted was to wake up when I like and go for lectures. The university I used to see in movies, they're like, I don't feel like going for lectures today, please. I just want to go out. I want to travel. And then here I
Some go
come
just travel.
you understand? And then here I came and I was hearing, okay, you have to sign attendance. If not, you will not be able
Trouble.
to write your test. So I'm like, it was a lot, but I had no choice then because after
Don't enter.
waiting at home for 1 year,
Yeah.
I was determined not to come in and flop because it had a negative effect on me having to stay home for a year. Even if that was when I learned how to bake. That was when I went to a school to learn it,
okay.
to learn the business aspect and the practical aspect and everything.
Yeah.
So in hindsight, I feel it was a good thing. It wasn't all that bad.
Staying for 1 year. Abi?
Yeah.
happens.
Another thing I found annoying was when I realized I couldn't go out without exams.
Ah.
It was just man. In fact, I don't know how I survived 4 years like that. I mean, it was something else really. It was so much of a
Did you have any need to use exit in other level? Or
in 100 level did I think so, like twice. And then funny, in 100 level, my 100 level was not so bad because as at then we didn't have Revo, we didn't have Mega Mind, we didn't have Azu was
Wait,
in
who is Mega Mind?
that
Is it
man.
that short?
No, that
the short
man.
bastard?
No. Those set of pastors they brought at a point come and be controlling everybody.
Mega Mind.
People who hear this, you know what I'm talking about. 100 level, then it wasn't that bad that they'll now just come in and start searching laptops, searching iPods. Then SIM-enabled tabs weren't even banned in 100 level. So
what? That was 2012, right?
Yes. There was some freedom, sort of. And then on the academic part, it was basically an extension of secondary school knowledge. So it wasn't so difficult.
Chemistry, physics.
One maths, one, and all of that. I remember alpha semester. I mean, I had a lot of fun times. Then they hadn't even banned trade fair. Yeah, there was still trade fair. And we had things like redef then.
Definition, okay.
I think that was when the Mavins even came to see you. I think so.
Don't jazz them.
Dija, Korede Bello, yeah, something like that. I think it was in my 100 level.
We see you be down.
Then, 2012. In 100 level, I mean, it was cool. It wasn't so bad. It was towards 200 and 300 when Azu became the dean.
Oh man.
Faduba was
the registrar.
Yes. Yeah, that period things started changing then. I remember there was a time, Seth, that I think I missed one lecture because someone I can't remember her name. Fashino was at the library.
Okay, Fashino.
Then one short woman, man, she was terrible. I think she said my trouser was too tight. I had to go back. I missed my classes for a day. She asked me to go and bring the trouser. And then if you see that trouser, man, it's long. I mean, it's just that it's not big. It wasn't even slim fitted. It was just long, but it was really fitted. So I should go back and bring it. And then because of that, I didn't go back. So I missed classes for that day. And then, I was part of, at a point, they even locked up the shopping mall.
Yeah? That's the one in Chapel.
Yes, so the one downstairs. Because Papa came one evening and then people were outside when it was time to come in for departure service.
Oh.
So I was even part of the people outside safe. So that evening was bloody. I don't know, chapel was boring now, so we just went outside.
Were you peering?
I can't even remember. I just now was with friends.
Yeah.
I was even still in 100 level then, safe.
Okay now.
So the next thing, all of a sudden, everywhere just became bush. Papa was angry. People were flying window that night. Hey,
Every
in my
time.
mind, I was just like, is this a university? It's just,
You're like, what's going on?
I mean, I was, in my mind, I was like, so what will happen if you don't do this? Will they now flog you? Suspension, expulsion,
Expulsion.
and everything.
That's the only thing they had. I'm sure if they gave them the chance before they flog people because they were telling people
Yes,
to kneel
now.
down. I've heard stories of people kneeling. I even remember there was a rag day 2011. That's it. There was this woman. I don't forget. Was it Oyinloye? Yes, in Lydia. Is it Lydia or Doc? No, Lydia Hall. The ladies they told them to kneel down because they were wearing. They were doing rag day. Kind of was like
I can't remember any episode of kneeling down. I never even saw such.
So
can't remember.
It's crazy, man. So I was 200 level now.
200 level. 200 level. That was when see really hits that almost you're in CEO. So settle that sit up.
He shocked you.
100 level was 100 level was cruise and vibes.
I tell you.
Just chilling now. No worries, nothing. 200 level, man. I had to tell myself, see, build your CGPO. Don't do anything that will give you warning letter. You know, then in 100 level, we're pardoned the law too. Like something that is not even allowed. Just be like, they are freshers. Don't do this thing again. Yeah. I remember there were certain times when after 9 o'clock, highest they'll come. What level? Oh, you don't even have ID card yet. You're still let them go, they are freshers. Like then in my own 100 level, it was just really cool. It wasn't so bad. I mean, maybe because for some reason I never found myself in any situation where I had to face SDC in my 100 level or start running from a bus in the night. I never had that experience. Maybe I wasn't just part of the very adventurous ones. So yeah, as at 200 level, things got a lot. Things were really stricter than 100 level. It was in 200 level that episode of Trouser happened. Yes. It was in 200 level then that I think I once got locked in the hall for Tuesday service. At that point, there was a time where I was getting locked in almost every time. Or having to now run to chapel late and then stay back and find how to swipe my ID card because I got there late. I don't know, man. It was just bittersweet. The rules were so much, but I was able to pull through because I told myself that, man, nothing is going to make me flop, have any warning letter or expulsion, something like that. I just told myself to endure it. Maybe it's 4 years. Last, we finish and go. Enjoy the good moments. Enjoy the tight ones. Enjoy the ones that are not so good. And just do it. That was at the back of my mind. So yeah. And then let me not just talk about the part about rules and regulations. I mean, the Judith that entered the 100 level is definitely not the one that left in final year.
Of course.
I got a lot more refined in Covenant University environment. I got a lot more refined. I made a good set of friends. Yeah. Super cool people that I met. I mean, relationships that even outside school, I'm really glad and proud I met these people. And then I know when I went home for my first holiday, 100 level, I just felt different. Like some things I thought were cool were no longer cool to me.
Like,
I don't know if that makes sense.
Makes sense. Like what now?
Like certain ways of dressing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I think I got more refined, and as funny as it was, the timing thing really helped me.
The timing in what way?
Keeping to time
of graduation, 4 years
for events. No, like
okay, going to events early, being on time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Actually helped.
Is it because they used to lock you in the hostel? That's why you...
No, not because they used to lock me. Oh. For some reason, it just like it became a part of me for a long while after I left school.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So now, if we flash back to year 3 now, that's IT year. How was that whole part?
Man, staying out of school for 6 months was super cool. Like, it was really cool. Knowing that I was still in school, but I was working, it was kind of like a much needed break. 300 level alpha was cool. I mean, it's that point where you're like in the middle.
Nowhere to
You're
go.
halfway in and you'll soon be out.
Yeah, so no turning back.
So it was fun. I met more people. Yeah, that was the year when they changed it. Like, a course-mates, they mixed us up. So we weren't roommates with our course-mates anymore.
What reason do you think was behind that?
I really don't know. I don't know. Initially, when it happened, I was like, what's this? Like, how do we now do group assignments? We'll see you and the way they change things now. Man.
No explanation,
But it made
no story.
sense because the people they put me with were really cool. So, yeah. Parent level was cool. I made even more friends. I was more used to the school in a sense.
You don't do your body now. 300 level is the year.
Yeah, when
That's just,
you're already in the school.
You already have other ways of maneuvering situations. I remember 300 level for me was when I was like, Mama, I no go chapel again, Joe. I no do. And we were fortunate that they've not yet started ID card like that. They used to do manual this thing, and the manual is not even like in the row of roll call where your name is already typed in just for you to sign. This one, they were sharing a slip that's like receipts. So you will fill your name, matric number, everything like that. They will now submit it. So once your name is not in that database of that collation, you are invisible. So whenever I go to chapel, whenever I decide I want to go to chapel, I will just relax and I won't sign. Once they give me the slip, I put it in my pocket. Nobody will. Yes, now because once you sign once, you must continue signing.
Yeah.
And that was the same. Yeah, that was the same thing happened during my TTG. Didn't come throughout. Didn't sign. When it was time for test, it came to do the first test, second test, did not come. The ironic part is that one of the ladies that was sharing script for us, that I know that I was there for every single day, they could not find that result. I was like, can you see that?
It's like no balance.
No balance at all. I was like, this girl was here. I go,
God.
Yes, anybody I can bet my destiny on that didn't miss a day. She's the one. And you people just... So I'm like, how do you now tell those of us that never turned up?
Do you get? Hey, that's so funny.
How was your old TTG? How was your old TTG period?
My own TTG, man, Fadugba was like the anchor.
He's always the anchor.
He had so many stories, my God. It was fun, but at some point I'll be like, Omo, I don't tire. This man, he will talk. And then they brought all those people that were talking about how the world of work.
The world outside.
I mean, they really prepared us, and yeah, it was really gainful for me. And then the time Mama came, she spoke about marriage, what you should get to the partner. It was even like many of those things Faduba and the others spoke about really helped me, or I won't lie. It was really gainful for me. But man, the having to go every day after, and that year I was working on my project, so it was really stressful having to go every day after classes.
I thought they would chill till everything is done. And why did they have to?
No, our time they did everything together. Like you be coming from class and then go straight for TTG. It was just stressful. And then Faduba was not even. He used to pick out guys for their hair. for hair and beards during TTG.
It's almost
So
like he
sometimes
has
they will keep us.
he gets a satisfaction in every year. During our own time, it was against pencil trouser. It came for the guys.
Sometimes they will keep us till late nights, and then the next day you have classes. The next day you have chapel service. It was very stressful for me. I won't lie about that one.
See you, they will not kill somebody.
Because the normal thing I thought was that TTG will be after, when everybody has left.
Everything is done, you are concluding your project, all your exams, you are waiting for your results. Then TTG will be used to keep you busy.
We did our own together during project.
Possibly they were rushing so that you meet a particular date. I think, when was the graduation? Was it June or May?
Yeah, it was June.
They are trying not to enter July, maybe.
Maybe.
That's how they always do now. So I remember back to this, you're being locked in the hostel. Did that affect, what was your relationship with chapel? How was your chapel relationship?
Funny enough, I didn't used to miss. I didn't used to miss you.
Anyway, not on purpose.
Well, I was not, it wasn't difficult for me to attend chapel services then.
You always sit down in the front, or they always these guys at the back?
Maybe middle. I would sit at the back if I was very late that day.
Though, and you were just you always just attend as a member. You didn't join any sanctuary unit, or what do they call them?
Okay, I think in 300 level, I joined Kuwait. Yeah, I was in Kuwait.
What's that?
Evangelism team.
Kuwait. Okay, Covenant University. That's the first time I'm hearing such acronym. I don't know as evangelism.
You only know sanctuary, ushering, TC.
No, I know evangelism, but I don't know them as evangelism team, evangelism, not Kuwait. I didn't know they had their own acronym.
It's Kuwait, and I mean super amazing people. Then Moses, Dawn, Olivia, Tinom, Wilson, may his soul rest in peace. Yeah. Many amazing people. Oge. Amazing.
Wait, Oge, that's Pastor Oge now.
Yeah, Pastor Oge now.
So why you not start your own ministry now? What happened now?
Maybe God never called me yet.
Okay. Because I know evangelism people, they are prone to catch it.
Starting ministry.
That's evangelism for you now. Yeah. I even spoke with someone some days ago. What he said, there was a time they say you have to register your fellowship back then. All those that were thinking of starting their own ministry, because the actual plan was to kind of link anybody that works in service units here to winners, so that it's winners ministry that they'll be feeding sanctuary unit people into the ministry. But as they saw it that people were catching their own fire, yes, now it's inevitable now. One
thing that I will not be I will say any day is the fact that going into CU actually helped my spiritual life. It did.
Okay.
A great deal. I know where I was before I got to CU. And I know where I was even in CU, but there was so much help as a person, not just spiritually, mentally, and all round. I was really equipped from Covenant University. I would always say it's for me because it's a personal thing. I don't know about others.
It's personal,
but for me,
yeah.
I was well equipped for the most part spiritually. I was.
It makes sense. Yeah. Everybody has what they picked from CU.
Yeah.
For me, spiritual and no culture, because everything the whole Bible. Actually, I used to do cameo. I used to do cameo in chapel because chapel felt like a snare. Where your tie is sagging, next thing they catch you.
Yeah, that's where they catch you.
From there, they carry you to your room to hopefully find something contraband in your thing and send
And
you
then I will not lie, some of those things they used to do in chapel then were unnecessary. Like you are calling people to church. Okay, you are already doing it by force. You are now using it as a means to be checking people's iPads, checking their iPods.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense to me. I will say this one anyway, because it's a university. No matter how much you want to look at it, how can you just go to a university student's device and decide because they came to chapel that day you want to search it? And then you hear people saying things like, if I didn't go to chapel, they will not see me wearing that dress.
Exactly.
I won't go to chapel again.
I've said that statement really many times.
And then some of all those potters, you have church on Sunday. Oh, go back. What kind of dress is this? Those were, I mean, they were really very unnecessary. Those ones, I will not even deny, they were unnecessary. I'm going to the library and then you stop a university student because his beard is well kept. Why? Tell a university student he cannot write his exam because he didn't cut his hair. Why? Please, it's unnecessary. It's not, that one is not it's shocking now. How do you things like this, they can't even do that to them when they are at home. Even some secondary schools will not do that.
Yeah.
It was too much. I mean, Covenant University is not the only Christian school. You have Babcock, you have Redeemers. I don't know if they are that tight. I mean, I think Redeemers and Babcock
they use
their phones now.
Yes.
I think in Redeemers they wear jeans.
Yeah. From what I remember.
Now? I mean, I even learned CU now is even tighter.
Yeah.
What did those things. And then there were very many people. I know many people that went home for offenses. I mean, signing roll call for someone, you now give them expulsion. I know many people that went home for funny things. There was someone that even mentioned that they went home for some time for hugging.
Yeah? For hugging.
I think it was Isaiah Bayon's time. Someone gave me that.
Okay, back in the day, like I think it was when peering rule started.
Man, I beg you.
There were even cousins and siblings that got punished for working together or for standing together.
Can you imagine?
All in the name of pairing, and whoever caught them was not ready to be reasonable.
I was once caught with a SIM-enabled iPad now.
How? They just stopped you and searched?
I think it was not SIM-enabled, but I was fiddling with it in GST class. And you know how those GST lecturers, how they are always made.
Philosophy? Or which one?
Philosophy, all those people now.
Sadistic lecturer, I don't know what.
All those philosophy people.
Did you meet Google? Did you meet Google?
Google, yes. But I don't know if he took us.
Maybe he had left them.
Lady. I can't remember her name. There were many like that, Sha. So then in LT, they were just going up and down, and then they saw me with this iPad. I think the saving grace then was that it wasn't SIM enabled. Yeah.
So they were hoping it was SIM enabled so that they can rope into another problem.
Give me suspension. I even still served one punishment then safe. Azu made us to be coming out with blazer after classes.
Why?
To be stopping people from pairing in calf. That was our punishment.
Because you were pairing. Because of the iPad
because
or what?
Because of the iPad, yes.
Because you were playing with the iPad.
How does that sound?
I don't know. Azu and Fadugba, those two guys, I don't know. They are a case. You went through the system and you now came back.
We even expect you to be more liberal.
And to even be someone that kind of speaks out, like understanding what students went through. But no.
I feel Victoria and Co. Azu them, they were even worse.
Yeah, no, that was Victoria, legend. She still there for even this that story I posted. People were sending friends say some people
about
marriage. Some people were saying Victoria was even worse. Say some people's grandmother swear for her say she never have children in her life.
No. All those things were just very unnecessary. And I won't even blame some people that were being rebellious because it was too much. Everybody cannot be like me that could endure all that. Because we are not the same.
Different
people have
backgrounds.
Different intentions. Some people that even were rebellious in quotes in CU then came out, and they are doing very well in their different fields of endeavors.
Yeah.
They are even very spiritual and good.
Yeah.
So I don't know what some of all those things they were even doing safe way. Some of them were just doing it. Nobody told them to do it.
What me I won't feel is a lot of the staff have low self-esteem.
Yes,
so
now.
they look and say, who are these ones now? They come and be forming on me. And they will now use their power.
Another thing that pissed me off was that red phone. That
Okay.
phone on the wall. You now be queuing up to talk to somebody. This used to piss me off.
I never used it to. I was like, nah.
To make
sense.
call, you'll be on queue.
And some people
there was that other one
time.
that you can go and use.
Which one?
In call center.
Okay, the call center. Okay, those ones. Those were the common places. It was around 2000 when I was in 400, 500 level. They started doing that red phone. Normally, we'll go and queue at call center, 20 naira per minute.
Very annoying. How you be queuing up to make call?
Anyway, right now, I believe no time for that now. The people,
I tried though, I tried. Looking back, I paid my dues.
You paid though. You deserve some accolades.
We all paid.
You deserve some accolades.
Because if you finish from that school 4 years, 5 years,
6 years
in one piece, hey, trust me, you're a very strong person. Because we went through the most, man.
See you. Yeah. Looking back now, would you go back and experience that again? If I give you $1 million,
No.
if I give you $1 million, the thing change.
Mention that money again. Mention that money.
$1 million.
Okay, dolls, not even
Now,
naira.
within now on money. 2,000.
I wanted to be sure. Will I go back? Is it for 4 years complete?
Yes. We'll give you 250 for every year successfully completed without expulsion.
See this money you are calling me. It's not true. Bring the money first. Let me see it. Then I will know whether I will go back. I was about to say, if you notice before you even finish the question, I said no. When you mention that money,
You have to calculate.
show me the money, and then let's sign an undertaking of it entering my account after every departure service. I might, I might like to maybe reconsider.
That was plenty now. Should consider. I want to ask you, do you know, I remember you spoke about trade fair. Why was that trade fair? Why did they ban it? Is it still banned today, sir?
Something that is still banned. I don't know if have they brought it back. I don't know if they eventually. I can't remember if they eventually brought it back.
Well, why was it banned?
Trade fair that used to be so fun, like one of the fun activities in school. 100 level was so late. I don't know why they banned it per se. I didn't get that gist then.
Okay.
I didn't get that gist.
No, voila. So, where can we find you and everything that you do?
Okay, you can find me on Instagram at Judith AUJ.
Okay.
I don't tweet so much. I don't tweet. So yeah, that's my Instagram handle. You can find me there.
No business.
You can find me my Instagram business at Baked by June.
In case you want chop cake.
You can find me. Please, people should come and order from me. Don't sleep on it. Go to my page, Baked by June. Go and order your birthday cake from there. Follow me, like my posts. Yeah, there's some good stuff. And then you can find me on LinkedIn as well, Judith Atabo.
Okay.
Come connect with me. Come and meet me. Let's network. Let's do business. I like.
Can we slide into your DM?
Yeah.
So you're available. You're available. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
You're available for sliding in. Yes. Okay, now. And you boys, you're falling. No time.
I beg that DM is very slippery.
Why
You
not?
can slide in and just fall, bam. You can slide in and of coming out through the other side.
Yeah.
So yeah, connect with me at Judith_AUJ. Talk to me. I am very open to ideas that would move things forward. I have interest in public speaking. I have interest in projects that would help the community at large, reaching out to, youths, forming, any group that would be. I like public outreaches. I like to serve. So, yeah,
Nice.
I'm interested in anything of the sort. And one thing about me, I read a lot. So if you're a bookworm like me, you can connect with me. You can recommend books for me as well. So
what's your favorite genre of books?
My favorite genre. I don't read novels like that. Except I really like them, like fictional stories. Except I'm really glued to a certain one. But then most of the time I read books on business, books on life, books on habits and all of that. Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. So thank you for coming. I really appreciate you.
You're welcome. The pleasure is all mine.
Nice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a lovely rest of the day.
You too. Enjoy the rest of your day. Shout out to every Covenant University graduates. You guys,
yes,
we are everywhere. I'm happy to be part of the community.
Yes, all right now.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Once again, please subscribe if you haven't. We're on Apple, Spotify, Google, or wherever you get your podcasts. Then if you'd like to be a guest or a co-host, please send a DM or send an email, podcast@thecualumni.com. Have a lovely week and take care.